Honourable members, thank you very much for coming back. I think our meeting, should we wait for Honourable Adams? Has she gone to the outside? Let's give it 1 minute. We need to just wait for Honourable Adams so that we can have a quorum. Can we just check where she is? Honourable members, thank you very much. We're about to restart our meeting. Having received all the nominations for the 18 shortlisted positions, I'm going to ask Honourable Ms. Abrams to just give you a short report in terms of the numbers and whether we meet the shortlisting criteria that we adopted this morning. So over to you, Ms. Abrams.
Thank you, Chairperson, and good afternoon to our members. So what Tasneem and I have done is we've cross-checked all members' numbers and ensured that the number and the name and the surname is correct. And we triple-checked in terms of whether we got each and every person's numbers in the correct order. So the committee nominated a total of 37 candidates. 37. So out of everyone that provided a nomination, whether it was 1 or 8 or 6, there were 37 candidates. In terms of the ranking, the applicant number 1408 received 8 nominations. 1348 received 8. So the first applicant, 1408, received 8 nominations. 1348 received 8. 1205 received 8. 1174 received 8. 355 received 7. 1238 received 7. 1406 received 6. 1142 received 6. 1258 received 6. 1152 received 6. 1133 received 6. 854 received 6. 808 received 6. 695 received 6. 1084 received 5. 831 received 4. 798 received 4. 463 received 4. So these were the top 18. After that, candidates, 18 of the candidates only received 1 nomination. There was also 1 candidate who only received 2 nominations. So in terms of the top 18, those who received 4 and more, it covered geographic and racial representation. And again, just focusing on those top 18, in terms of male, female, and non-binary, 11 males, 6 females, 1 non-binary. In terms of province, 7 from Gauteng, 3 males and 4 females. From the Western Cape, 3, 1 male, 1 female, 1 non-binary. From the Eastern Cape, 2, 2 males. From KZN, 5, 4 males, 1 female. From Mpumalanga, 1, and that was 1 male. So there were no candidates from the Northern Cape or Limpopo. In terms of race, Black African, 14, 9 males, 4 females, and 1 non-binary. In terms of colored, 3, 1 male, 2 females, and then Indian, 1, which was 1 male. There were no white females or males. With respect to persons with disabilities, there was no persons with disabilities nominated within the top 18, but there were 2 candidates of the 37 candidates that received 1 nomination. They were both males with disabilities. So all candidates that were nominated indicated no conviction of any criminal offences. 1 candidate indicated that they had undergone an internal disciplinary procedure. 15 were employed and 3 unemployed, and 1 of the candidates had served 1 term at the NYDA. So members and chairperson, that gives the ranking in terms of the top 18 who received between 4 and above, their province by male, female, and non-binary. And again, just to indicate, of the top 18, there were no candidates nominated who received the top 18, but out of the 37, there were 2 males with disabilities. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you very much, Ms. Abrams. Honourable members, that is the report before us. Of course, we cannot not shortlist candidates with disabilities. Not only because we're in the month observing the rights of persons with disabilities, but also because it is part of our shortlisting criteria that we adopted. So I want to make the following proposal, honourable members, that I had, when I read out my names, I had nominated 2 candidates who are both males, but they've got the requisite skills. They are both persons with disabilities. And if members would allow, we are going to keep the list as is on 18 that we've shortlisted together, but that we add 2 to that list, which will now take the number up to 20. But it is permissible. We had resolved to shortlist 18, so as long as we don't shortlist less than 18, it is permissible for us to add 2 candidates, 2 persons with disabilities. So if members have got specific numbers that you want to now again throw into this discussion, we could open that. But alternatively, I want to request that you allow me to add the 2 names of the 2 people that I had requested that we shortlist. Unless, if members have got other views, I will now open the floor for inputs. Honourable Tsotsetse, Honourable Shabango after that, and Honourable Kanile.
No, thanks, Chair. I'm happy that we share concern that indeed we can't have the shortlisting process that does not cover an important component of demographics of the country. Now, I am only having a concern, Chair, that the people that you are making mention of, they're both males. I'm sure that we can give a female person an opportunity in that space. So we will probably check with the secretary on on the number of that particular female, and give the name so that she can be checked if she's able to qualify for that process, like we did with the rest of the other ones. So that's my proposition, that it's okay. We welcome the fact that you have forwarded two. I don't have a problem with it, but I would want to make a proposition that we perhaps give one space to a female disabled person. Thank you.
Thank you, Honourable Tsotetsi, Honourable Kanyile, and Honourable Shamango.
Chairperson, I may put you in a difficult position, but I guess other colleagues are going to guide us. I am in full support of your proposition, especially considering the fact that when we close the nomination process, the name that you are proposing to be added were already there. And when I was also listening to the speaker, I acknowledge the input by my colleague here. But even the inputs that we made today in the House, we said persons with disabilities, there should be 3%. But there was no mention of gender, though gender is also important. My challenge now is that going forward, are we going to handpick the females from the list? And what if we have more than one? Then how do we choose that this one is better suitable to be on the list over the other one? I think it may put us in a problem or in a challenge where we are going to have to reopen now the whole process, whereas we are at a very advanced stage. While I still maintain that I support the view of my colleague, but in terms of a way forward, I suggest that because when we went into closing, we all saw the list. The criteria was there, was specified in the spreadsheet. We all submitted our names. I propose that over and above the 18 that has been shortlisted here, we add the names that were already in the list that was existing before we came back for this particular item on the agenda. Thank you very much.
Honourable Shamango. Yeah, before you speak, honourable members, demographic spread in terms of our list is currently covered in terms of males and females. So while we do aspire, I think Honourable Tsotetsi was right. When we started the process, of course, it would have been ideal if we had a female person with disabilities and a male person with disabilities. But the process we undertook now, we've got a list of names that were submitted, we've shortlisted, and out of that, there are 2 candidates that have got disabilities. Those candidates, as we speak now, are the only 2 that can be considered for this list because our shortlisting process has concluded. It's now, we have to consider within the pool of what we got. The spread is covered in terms of male and female representation in that we do have enough female representation on the list, we do have enough male representation on the list. We are broadly covering geographical spread, and in this, of course, there are people with different skills. But in the current list, there are only 2 people with disabilities. And if we want to now include somebody else, it means we have to start the process afresh. So I would completely align myself with Honourable Kanyile. My appeal is simply that we allow the 2 persons with disabilities that have been nominated to be added to the 18, so that it makes it 20, and that we conclude there. Because the 18, we've all agreed on the 18, it's been a fair and democratic process. We've come back to say our own shortlisting criteria was not met in terms of persons with disabilities. However, this morning 2 persons with disabilities were nominated. We now have to, according to our own criteria, include them to make a list of 20. So that is really my appeal, honourable members, that you allow us to do that in that fashion, because if we don't take that approach, we nullify what we did this morning and we have to start afresh. Thank you, honourable members. If I can just, Honourable Chauke Adonis and Honourable Adams.
Thank you so much, Chairperson, and would like to also just appreciate the effort that has been taken in ensuring that we've got a very wide demographic representation. And I think this should have, from the onset, been some of the items that we do re-emphasize. I do support your submission that the 2 names that have been drawn in are then supported and submitted for our 20. And then we take it as 20 have been shortlisted. From our side, we are supporting the move. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you so much. Our whip, Honourable Adams.
Thank you, Chairperson. I totally agree with what Honorable Chauke has just said now. So I agree. Thank you.
Honourable members, it then is now, it gives me great pleasure then to read the 20 names of the 20 candidates that have been shortlisted to be interviewed for the 7 positions of the new NYDA board. We will conduct the interviews in January of next year, and I will outline some of the processes that we will still follow in my closure. But the following candidates have been shortlisted. I will now read the 20 names. Number N1408. Celeste Francis Foster. Bongani Bengu. Tebisile Precious Mahua. Sitembile Nkosi. Busisiwe Nandipa Numalo. Theodore Keith Krut. Tulisa Ndlela. Sylvia Mershirley Henry Ann Philemon. Sunshine Minentle Miende. Mfaniseni Wiseman Mbata. Melusi Knowledge Masilela. Bonga Sipesele Makanya. Tamsanka Matlangu. Luando Nkamisa. Avuyile Kabadia. Kabiso Nicholas Niati. Ifran Mangera. Kelly Sandra Baloy. Sibusiso Makatini. And Sifiso Fana Mdluli. Honourable members, those are the 20 names of the 20 candidates that have been shortlisted. All the names will be provided to honourable members. I can, yes, Honourable Tsotsetse.
Thanks. I don't know if it's permissible, but I was going to ask that the chair indicate which of the 2 are the disability which we have just put in as in a form of consensus now.
That's absolutely fine. It is number 9276, Sibusiso Makatini. And, okay, and Sifiso Fana Mdluli. Those are the 2. That will now be number 19 and 20, respectively. Honourable members, those are the 20 candidates that we have shortlisted. Honourable Blose, are you okay? You have participated in the process?
Yeah, no, Chair. Unfortunately, when it hit 4, I needed to make my declaration, so that's why I'm a bit late. No, but it's fine, Chair. I think maybe one question. So, according to the Act, I understand you guys needed to nominate 18, but now you're moving to 20. Is it still within your scope to the 20 members? So it's minimum 20. Okay, that's
No,
fine.
the committee resolved to shortlist 18 candidates. We are just not allowed to list less than 18 because by agreement we had agreed on 18, but there is scope for us to add 1, 2 or 3 others. So in this case, we're well within our rights to add the 2 extra candidates. Honourable members, before I close, yes, Honourable Kanyile?
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Just to cover the base, I don't know if the chairperson deems it fit to explain to the honorable member of the EFF why we decided to add the 2 more members.
Oh,
I think it
wasn't
would be fair that when we leave this meeting, we are all on the same page. Thank you.
No, Chair, I was here.
Oh.
I covered it. I was already
okay.
here when you
No,
explained.
it's fine.
that's
I
fine.
also
Chair.
thought maybe you came afterwards.
No, I was here, Chair.
We have to comply with our own shortlisting criteria, which we adopted this morning. So it's purely for that purpose. And I am looking at Dr. Tembe because I'm sure he's happy with what we have done today. Honourable colleagues, thank you very much for your time. I just wanted to say to you quickly that as we agreed, we will meet next year to do the interviews. Because the majority of the individuals that are listed on our list are from Gauteng, I had proposed that we consider doing the interviews in Gauteng and that we also combine it with some type of workshop or strat session. So in other words, as I'd indicated before, I envisage us arriving on a Monday towards the end of January, that on the Monday we sort of start with an internal session, a strat session, a workshop, also planning for the interviews to start, and that we then do the interviews over a Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and we can then on the Thursday afternoon or Friday do some deliberations. But of course, we're still waiting on the final framework, parliamentary framework for next year. So we will communicate with you in due course in terms of the dates for next year. Also, honourable members, I did indicate for those honourable members that are available that we've been tasked by Honourable Frolic to represent him next year, or not next year, this Friday at a GBV event in Khayelitsha. So if members are available, please remember to indicate your availability to Mr. Mdumizweni. Honourable members, this is now also your last meeting of 2024, so I want to wish you all well as you go home and spend your time with your families and your constituency. I hope that it's a blessed time for each one of you, and I want to give each member an opportunity just to wish each other a happy Christmas or a goodbye if you wanted to. That has always been the practice in some of my other portfolio committees. So if you do want to, you can wish each other well. If you don't want to, that is okay as well. But I'll start with the Honourable Adams. I'll start with our mothers.
Thank you very much, Chair. Let me stand. I'm not that old to sit and speak to my colleagues. Thank you very much, Chairperson. Chairperson and colleagues, we have come to the end of our year, 2024. We met not halfway, but at the time when we was elected. And I think we find each other very closely as a family. We always look into the committee, the work that we have done, the way we reacted to each other. I think if I can mention it, that it is the first committee that I was deployed to, which have the most love between or amongst of us. Not because of we are in the committee of women, youth, and persons with disability, but with the work that was laid on our shoulders. So to each and every one who have bring their contributions to this committee, we really take it to heart, and we really wanted to make a success of this committee. So to the newly elected chairperson also, we find each other in the committee, and at the time when you are elected, we were blessed with you. Also to our whip, I don't know of the other parties' whips here, but from Comrade, sorry that I mentioned that, Shauke a leading role. It's an expertise for us to learn from how she doing things. And also to each and other members who participate in the committee. We learn from each other, and don't let us stop here in 2024, but go forward. I thank you.
Thank you for that beautiful message, Honorable Adams. Honorable Shawango.
I'm not a person of too many words. And I also hate spotlight in a sense of spotlight. But anyway, you put me in a spotlight now. But Honorable
Apologies. Please forgive me.
Chair, I also want to take this opportunity to appreciate the time that I've spent in this committee. I started in the health portfolio committee. That's actually my expertise because I'm coming from the health industry. So in the middle of the road, then I was asked to be part of this committee also. I must say that there were so many changes when we started. This GNU is the first time that it's here, so hence the changes that were happening. I've met people, then when I got used to them, then they were disappeared. There's a term that they call what, ATC, they takes people away and stuff like that, but along the way we get used to one another. Right now at the end of the year, the EFF decided to take our Makaula. So it's not a good end, but anyway, we really appreciate. I've learned from all the members that I've worked with. Actually, we even forget, personally, I even forget that we are coming from different parties. We communicate even after this portfolio committee. We meet at the airports. We're like sisters and brothers. So I really like that spirit because once we are here, we are not representing our parties, but we are here as a government to deliver to our communities at large. So I really want to appreciate you came in, you gel well with us, and I hope I'm looking forward to 2025 that there will be no ATC that is taking me out of this group because the ATCs are flying. But yeah, thank you so much. And honestly, I can break the rule and say comrades because they are all ANC babies as they are seated here.
GNU babies, Mama.
Yeah. Yeah, but anyway, let me just end there. Thank you so much. And the gentlemen there at the back, the other one is new to me, but the other one, the Makaula's helper, has been here for long, if I'm not mistaken. And no, it's mine. Oh no, yours Adonis, yes. But I saw a new one today. Okay, but yeah, thank you so much, guys. If ATC kick me out, greet me in the passages. We wish everyone well during December holidays. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Ma, and we'll ban ATCs in 2025. It's our committee resolution. Honorable Kanyile.
Thank you, Chair, and thank you for the opportunity. I think mine is just to simply thank the colleagues for the respect we have towards one another. We have simply demonstrated that we are here to represent the most vulnerable group that we actually meant to represent, and working so well together. Like Honorable Shabango has said, I also share the same sentiments that you don't even feel that from different political parties because we have the same vision. One can only pray that when we finish this term, we're going to leave this portfolio in a much better place than the state that we have inherited. With that being said, I want to appreciate all the colleagues and all the support staff. Without your support, we wouldn't be able to do what we do. You make us shine. I know we look very beautiful when we come speak here. the people at home, they don't even know the lot of work that you guys put in, and we truly appreciate it. And to the legal advisor, thank you so much for always having our back. We truly appreciate your support, your advice. Today, your advice came in handy. Actually, we almost saw a WWE, but we appreciate that you were here to, to manage that situation. Yeah, colleagues, I wish everyone everything of the best now that we're going towards the festive season. May God protect all of you, all of us, together with your families until we meet again. And as Honorable Shabangwe has said that we may be seeing some ATCs flying, we are here because we're deployed by our parties. And wherever they send us, as painful as it may be, we'll definitely go where they send us. With that being said, I thank each and every member of this portfolio committee for all their contributions, support, and the love. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Honorable Kanile. Honorable Tsotsetsi, our new GNU baby.
We're going to start with inductions, Chair, that it's not Tsotsets, it's Tsotets. Yeah, Tsotets. Induction. She can come in first. Yeah. Yeah, she can come in if you want to hear her voice. I'll come after.
Thank you so much, Chairperson. Firstly, I would like to thank you all for your support, your love. This committee has shown us so much love, especially with our mom, Kaula. You know, I was adopted by her to be her daughter. So it made my way and my functionality to be more smoother, you know, Makaula. I'm sorry to praise her like this because she's always been like that. Also, I just wanna thank Mvaba, just especially for you, for all your contributions in terms of making sure that we've got documentation. You send us via WhatsApp, you check if you've received it via email and all of that. So some of us, we are new to this setup, and I'm glad that at some point you understand and you give us that benefit of a doubt. I hope when we are moving forward, we will be gaining more strength and understanding, so we will contribute more towards our South Africans who need us more. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Gasa.
I'm wishing you all a very nice festive season with your families. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Now you can say it, Chair, Honorable Tsotets.
No, I'm actually checking for the spelling of your surname so that I can be very sure. Because the whole
realize
time
that-
I was so proud of myself that I'm pronouncing it the right way. So actually I'm shocked by the fact that I didn't know I'm pronouncing it wrong. So I really wish to
No,
apologize.
you're coming all right. You're coming all right, Chair. No, thank you. Thank you to all members of the committee. Actually, Chair, you know, you say that I'm a new person, baby. Yeah. You don't know that I've also suffered a lot of ATC
I also suffered a lot of ATCs to get here, don't
in and
worry.
out, and yeah. So we are here. I'm not starting to be here. I've been here at some point. There was a time where we adjourned the meeting and prayed. So, at the request of Makau. So there's been a number of things that we are not used to. We see them here, and we think that they are okay. So, no, I can't say much here. Let's just say that everybody must now go and rest. It's been a hectic year. This is the year also of elections. There was elections this year, so energy levels are obviously a bit lower. So let's go and come back much more energized and ready to tackle issues that this community must deal with. This is a cut across committee. It must be able to attend to every department and see really how each department and any entity incorporates the interest of all the people that we are representing, whether it's women, whether it's youth, whether it's persons with disabilities. So if there is any committee that has a big responsibility in the country, I'm sure it's this one, because it does to represent quite a number of people, more people than any other committee, because if you bring all these people together, youth, women, and persons with disability, I'm sure that you'd get a greater chunk of the country, which is the people that we are representing. So let's go and rest, come back more stronger, more energized to do this representing of these people thoroughly. So thank you very much, and congratulations to you, Chair. Also, you are the new chair. I have a history of having participated in the election of 2 chairs in this committee already. So welcome to you, Chair, and thank you very much to all members of the committee that we are with. Thank you very much. Oh yeah, I forgot the comrades there. I forgot the comrades there. Also, the new guy that have just came in. For a long time, I was the only male in the committee. You must come, and so that we minimize on this thing, that when there's lunch here, we always say, ladies, go and eat. And they remember quite late that, by the way, we're not all ladies. So at least when there's the new guy, with a new set of makarapa, new ones, and then we're fine, all of us. Thank you very much, Chair.
Our whip.
There we go. Thank you so much, Chair. I'd like to just start off by appreciating all members of this portfolio committee and the work and dedication that they've displayed since we have been appointed and deployed to this portfolio committee. I'd also like to appreciate the embracing, how you've all embraced myself as a person with a disability and the willingness to learn from one another. Chairperson, would like to also appreciate you as the newly elected and appointed chairperson of this portfolio committee, and would also like to appreciate Comrade Mam Dunjwa, who is the former chairperson, for the work that she has also done in her contribution to this portfolio committee. It's unfortunate that we've had members who have been ATC'd, and they've greatly contributed towards the work that we have done as a portfolio committee and have made immense contributions in terms of finding solutions to empower the lives of women, youth, and persons with disabilities and national interest groups. Chairperson, myself, as a member of this portfolio committee, I continue to say that we commit ourselves term after term, meeting after meeting, to ensuring that we accelerate economic and social transformation and seek for a more equitable and just society for all members of this country. But also, it can only be done through our collective contributions by us identifying systematic challenges, coming back into this particular portfolio committee meeting and addressing them, finding interventions that will seek to mitigate the crisis that is faced out there. We also have seen high rates of gender-based violence, inequality, injustice, exclusion that has taken place, and therefore it means we've got a lot that we need to address. Unemployment rates, poverty. So this portfolio committee has a lot of work that is going to be doing, and we must not ever find ourselves tiring, because we must understand that millions of South Africans rely on the work that is being done by this particular portfolio committee. Lastly, Chairperson, as a responsibility, and we must always have this at the back of our minds as members of this portfolio committee, is that we must try our utmost best to really lobby and advance to ensure that this particular Department of Women, Youth and Persons with Disabilities is adequately resourced and financed so that they have the ability to do their oversight and administrative duty. And it's one of the challenges that we're going to be fighting and faced with. And therefore, we must make sure, even as we proceed, we hold various entities and departments, including the private sector, accountable so that we can ensure that women, youth, persons with disabilities, and national interest groups are being met in terms of the services, and also are getting the products that they need from these particular departments. And we must ensure that we are meeting to the standards, and we are contributing towards the National Development Sustainability Plan. Chairperson, overall, wishing you all a very beautiful, restful, well-deserved holiday and time away from Parliament. But we always know that as members of Parliament and members or comrades in our respective political parties, constituency work never ends. We're going to still be busy with constituency work because the lives that we impact on are always in need of our support and our listening ear, and we must be able to come back and report on what we've picked up on the ground, but also we must be able to resolve some of the issues that are on the ground. So, Chairperson, thank you to all members, and we shall meet again, being more revitalized, more energetic, and coming up with more innovative solutions to really improve the work of this portfolio committee, the department, and government in general. Thank you, Chairperson.
Thank you so much to you, our Honourable Whip. I wanted to thank Honourable Blose. Did you want to wish us a happy Christmas, since we accepted you so warmly?
It would be unfair, Chair, for me not to send my greetings. After I was warmly welcomed this morning, I was baptized with love. So, yeah, I felt very welcomed. If legal wasn't here, I would have been chased out. But no, look, Chair, thank you very much. It was a fruitful engagement, even though it was brief. The outcry of Mam Kaula is noted. It shall be taken forward. And yeah, let's go out and enjoy our festive, and look out for the guy in the red overalls this Christmas. Welcome him in your homes. He's bringing love and Christmas presents. So yeah, we're coming knocking in different colors. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you so much, Honourable Blose. Colleagues, now I also just wanted to say I appreciate all of you. I appreciate the contributions that you've made during our time together. And may no ATC disturb us in 2025. I hope that the bond that we have formed, that we will continue to work well together in the new year. I want to say thank you for supporting me. It's not easy, some of the changes that have taken place, but I thank you for your kindness that you've extended to me and the support you have given to me. And I would also like to thank Honourable Dunjwa for laying the foundation and the work that she's done to get us to where we are today. I would like to thank Dr. Tembe for his support. I would like to thank Ms. Abrams and Ms. Matthews and Mr. Dumizweni for the absolute, just the wonderful work that you do in support of this committee. You are absolutely valuable to us, and we would also like to just thank you so much for everything that you are doing. Honourable members, in the new year, we're going to hit the ground running. I want us to play a very vital role in extending our oversight next year. In other words, I want us to call to account various departments that are failing women, youth, and persons with disabilities. And we will start the new year by doing so. We will look at a program that prioritizes, for example, the Department of Social Development appearing before us on various issues, the Department of Education, small business development. But we are going to work hard next year. We owe it to our constituencies. We owe it to the people we represent. So until then, I just want to say, go and enjoy your time with your families, rest, come back with that new vigor and new spirit, and we are going to work really hard. But I also wanted to just, in closing, say now that we've completed the process that we've done today, you can inform all the candidates that you have shortlisted and those ones that have made the list that a summary of their CVs will now be submitted onto the parliamentary website. We now go into the phase where, as of Thursday, the summaries of the CVs and information of each shortlisted candidate will appear on the website, and this will allow for the public participation process. In other words, people can interact with the CVs, interact with the names, and come back and tell us as Parliament why they want a specific candidate to be appointed to the board or not to be considered. And that is the public participation process that will take place. and it will run from Thursday, the 5th of December, until Wednesday, the 15th of January. So we allow the public and we call on the public to interact with those names. Parliament's HR division will do the verification of the qualifications, and as per normal, State Security Agency will also be doing the vetting of the shortlisted candidates. And with that, honourable members, please come back safe, enjoy your time with your families, have a good time in your constituency, and we'll see each other when we reconvene in January. But we will be communicating with you in terms of the program and whether we meet in Gauteng for the interviews or not. But thank you so much. God bless you and have a wonderful time with your families. Thank you.
Long live the chair.
Long live.
Long live.